Welcome to Tarot to a T. Thank you for joining me. I've been sick this week, so if you are a regular subscriber of mine, I apologize for being late again. You know, I try to get these out the first of the month, these monthly readings, and this will be for the month of June 2022. Hence, I have the nasally voice because I've been sneezing a lot and have a lot of congestion. So hopefully I'll make it through this reading without any of that happening. I seem to have breaks in it. So anyway, if this is your first time joining me, welcome. Glad you could join me. And if you want to hit the subscribe button, you'll be alerted next time my videos come out. You'll get a little notification. Plus, it'll help me keep the channel going. So, if you would, please and thank you. So we're going to do a reading for the sign of Capricorn. I wasn't sure what I was going to do, but it just came to me. Capricorn needs to come out. Okay, let's get started. So we're going to look at a situation, Capricorn, that you're dealing with for the month of June. And then we're going to look at a few cards that tell me a little bit about the complications involved or trouble you're having. And then we'll deal cards of advice. Because otherwise, why look at all the trouble when there's no cards of advice, right? Okay, let's get started. 3 hearts. Okay, you're dealing with some kind of partnership. I'm going to say relationship because of hearts. Could be a relationship. Oh, and you got 10 of hearts. This is wish fulfillment. Something ended. Like a major cycle ended. And the Queen of Diamonds. How intriguing. Huh. So let's start with the 10, since that was the one that popped out in my face. Like, oh, big occurrence here. This was a major event. But this, like I said, there was a major ending, but it was happy. It was a happy celebration. There was good news. It could have involved some kind of third-party situation, and when I mean that, it could have been like more than one person involved. With the hearts, you know, you're generally looking at somebody close to your heart. Honestly, they like to say these are love triangles. I don't like to read them that way because I don't think in reality people have all these love triangles just happening all over the place. If it's happening for you, okay. To me, it's the card of major indecision. And it could, like I said, have to do with some kind of partnership. Doesn't have to be a marriage, but it could be like somebody you're very close to. Queen of Diamonds is an interesting energy. She's got a lot of authority under her belt. It's a more mature, experienced female energy. But this one is very much a socialite, very much in line with this 10 of hearts. This could be you. I'm not going to lie, this is an earth sign. This could be a Capricorn, Virgo, or Taurus. And this person likes to talk and gossip. If there's anything negative you want to say about the Queen of Diamonds, that's what it's around. It's gossip. Also, flirtation. But generally, this is a person with good judgment and a sense of responsibility. I would have to say right off the bat, you're dealing with some kind of decision, but you have a very good sense of responsibility. So let's reveal some more cards here and see what we can unfold. I guess unfold. Reveal more about what's going on. Oh, yeah, things are kind of in flux right now. This is a colorized joker. I like to say these jokers is about things getting scrambled, juggled around, etc., etc. In the traditional tarot, this is the Magician card. There's a lot of juggling going on. And it's also kind of the end of some kind of journey. Like you're obviously wrapping something up here with this 10 of hearts. The Joker also talks about that. Excuse my snuffling. That's going to happen. I'll try to minimize it though. What I like to say about the Joker, though, is even though there's a lot of stuff going on and seems to be kind of chaotic, there's a lot of mastery in the way things are being juggled, handled. You know what I mean? Like, you're not dropping any of the balls that you're juggling. Ooh, Queen of Spades. Now, she's, again, a female energy with some wisdom, but this is about a female who's keeping things to herself. She's very quiet, reserved. She's kind of sitting back and being mysterious about what she's thinking and feeling. This is also, can be an air sign, a Gemini, Libra, or Aquarius. You could have that in your chart. It's very possible that you're embodying both these female energies. I strongly feel that you could be this Queen of Diamonds. So if there is an air sign or a female that represents this, doesn't have to be a female. Somebody embodies this kind of older, mature female energy. They could be holding back from you. That to me is not real clear. It's also possible that you're putting this Queen of Diamonds is your outward face. You know what I mean? This is what you show to the world. Queen of Spades is actually how you feel, though. You're keeping things to yourself. In the midst of all this chaos. A major ending. Oh, that just popped out. We'll take it. 3 of Clubs. Again, this is kind of the card of partnerships. With the clubs, though, honestly, this is a little bit about some strife or struggle going on. Again, a lot of indecisiveness. You're very undecided right now about something or your life in general. Perhaps the path it should take. Now that you've had this major ending. Yeah, I feel like you are representing these two queens. You have two sides of your personality. One that's being shown to the world, and one is how you really feel inside and what you're really doing. You're being mysterious, holding back. Let's look a little bit at the complications, because I'm not really getting a whole lot here about what this was about. Ace of Diamonds, new start. 4 of Spades is about stability and security. And the 7 of Hearts is about... I'll just go ahead and talk about this. This is something you're experiencing that's actually gotten to your heart. Okay? There's some kind of unfortunate change. Somebody's let you down. You've had some kind of major disappointment. On the flip side, somebody else could be viewing you this way. I'm not quite sure how it fits at this point, but we'll keep going. 4 of Spades. This is very much about stability and satisfaction, especially around your work. I'm feeling like you're probably overworking, because it's also the card that tells you to take a break, watch the stress. But I think this is a very stable part of your life right now. And this Ace of Diamonds, this is also around the sector of business. It can be. It doesn't have to be. But it's like allies and partnerships in business and desires to grow your finances in some way. It's also, again, an earth sign. Diamonds are earth signs. So, Taurus, Capricorn, Virgo. Excuse the cough. Actually, let me get some tea. That'll help. Okay. What else can you tell us about what poor Capricorn is going through? This indecisiveness. Things being scrambled. Oh, major changes, especially around your finances. I had a suspicion there was some finances involved in this, and there's definitely some desiring to start something new that's going to improve your finances. And this is necessary changes that are happening to bring to bring that to fruition, because this is changes in financial situation. It could also be a job change. It could also be a settlement that you're going through with somebody or an organization or a group. If you are in business for yourself, it's also a new way of doing business. And I think these changes came about. It just came to me with this Four of Spades. Yes, since this is a card of overwork, it looks like you're making changes in your work arena, and that's, I guess, complicating this. I'm not really seeing the connection, except there are partnership cards. So maybe these partners aren't romantic. It's like, partners in business or people that you work with in some capacity. Maybe they work for you. Or maybe you do exchange work with them. You know what I mean? Like, you do some work for them, they do some work for you. That kind of situation. Six of Spades. Okay, so whatever's going on, it's opening up some new opportunities for you and doorways. The big thing about the Spades with the Six, this is destined. This was fated to happen. This is like, when I see this pop out, I'm like, whatever you're going through, Capricorn, there's a lesson to be learned here, because this is part of your life script, what you're supposed to be learning. Look at it that way. The change has obviously opened up new doors or new pathways, roads. Again, the card of change. So there's a lot of things complicating this involving change. That's what I would say. This is actually the Renovator card. It's the need for changes. Again, I keep going back to this Four of Spades around your stability, because this is overwork. So you may be experiencing stability at the moment, but I guess the cards could be saying that there's the potential for things not to be stable unless you make changes. Yeah. And you have some kind of disappointment here. Something that got to your heart, that broke your heart. Let's look at your cards of advice. I'm not seeing clearly what this would be about. There's definitely themes of emotion here and, mental gymnastics you're going through, but I'm not seeing exactly what it could be. If it's around work or relationship, it could be all of them. Especially with the Joker, this could be all kind of mixed up together. Ace of Clubs for your card of advice, your first one. Ace of Clubs, okay, clubs are good. And the Queen of Clubs. Clubs are good. So the Eight of Clubs, this is where you're starting off. That's how I like to read the advice up here. It starts here and goes this way. Like, this is where you're starting and this is where you want to be and this is how you get there, okay? So the Ace of Clubs is about moving ahead, but it's also about being stuck on an idea. Like, I think you have some kind of fixed opinion, and perhaps that's what you need to address, since it popped up in your line of advice here. Yeah. But it is about moving ahead, but with this stubborn mindset, practically that doesn't work very well, right? The Ace of Clubs, this again is about a new start. I think it's asking you to restart something, a new perspective. Interestingly enough, this card is about knowledge and learning and the desire for knowledge. It's also about talent. If you have a fixed idea about your work situation here, it could be asking you to rethink your talent in the work sector, whatever that may be. Huh. Like start over. Because we did see the new way of doing business card down here, and yeah, that's the... So renovation. Okay, so we have the Five of Clubs about needing changes. That came out on the Five of Diamonds about a job change, needing a new way of doing business. So in your cards of advice, it could be asking you to think about starting over whatever career path you're on and not be stuck so much on where you think it should be going. Does that make sense? The Queen of Clubs, and she's a fine lady. There's really nothing wrong with her. She's very graceful, reserved. Again, this is the older, wiser female energy. It could be where you want to end up. This could be like how you want to be seen by the world. She's an authority figure. She has a lot of charisma. She's also a power figure. I would say that's very likely the kind of energy you want to embody, and that's where you're going to end up if you take this advice of starting over with a new perspective, with a new idea, with changing your opinion, whatever you're stuck on. Oh, and yeah, and you would be taking control. These kings, to me, are about taking control. This one in particular is more fatherly energy. It's definitely about kind of taking the reins. It's steering someone in the right direction in a loving way. This person has a lot of influence, and their intentions are very good. You could have somebody in your life that represents that. Like maybe you need to go get some advice from them. It's a water sign. It's a Scorpio, Pisces, or Cancer. Or this is how you need to treat yourself. Lovingly. But taking firm control and making a very mature decision. Eight of Hearts. Again, you're headed down the path of advancing past whatever all this confusion and kind of muddled energy is down here and all these changes. This is a lot of changes in here, I'll tell you. Major ending, but a lot of changes. And multiple changes, not just one. This is the card of being social, having fun, hanging out with friends. It also potentially you could be meeting a new person. On the work side, this could mean that you're going to have a positive change in your work life. So, very possibly you're on the precipice of this occurring. That's the only card that really came out up there that was kind of showing a new direction. It's mainly about you being stuck in some way. It has to do kind of with your mental attitude. Your opinion. I'll be frank with you. Yeah. Yeah, and you need to have a new... I'm seeing that this ace means have a new start with it, a fresh perspective. Start over. I do think that has to do with work in particular. Strange enough, we have elements of relationship coming out here, but nothing really clear in that direction as far as talking a lot about that. There are a lot of emotions in here, disappointments, major endings, but also good stuff, celebrations, going out and having fun, partnerships, but there's indecisiveness and there's changes that need to be made. And you have this major, major lesson that you're learning. I'm going to leave it there, Capricorn, because it's getting freaking complicated. And this video would go on way longer than I intended. So if that resonated with you, take it how it fits. Maybe parts of it that do, parts of it that don't. If you like this video, go ahead and give it a thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe, and I will see you again soon. Take care.